Hi, I'm January and welcome to my primer video. So not your normal sort of video. I'm not just going to show you a tube and apply the Younique Glorious Primer. I actually want to do a comparison with two products. So I have a Napoleon primer, natural again, it's got vitamin E and chamomile. So I'm going to do a bit of a comparison between the two products. And then I went into Superdrug and I've got a Nivea Hydration Primer. So three really good primers and I want to compare them against one another. Difference with the ingredients, we have vitamin E and chamomile in the Napoleon like I said before. The Nivea Hydration, I'm not really sure because they don't actually tell you the ingredients, so that would be something I would need to look up. And then obviously with our Younique Glorious Primer, this one here's got vitamin A, C and E. It's got loads of emollients, so it's going to be very moisturising, very good for your skin. And it's also got a cocoa caprate, which is a coconut oil extract. So again, coconut oil is very, very good. A lot of people use the Palmer's cocoa butter for its hydration and its moisturising properties. So jam-packed, loads of goodies, going to give your skin moisture. So why do we prime? Most people do prime or they know about primer. People that don't use primer, it's probably because they don't know about primer. So primers are used to basically prep the skin before you put your makeup on. So it's going to help to aid your makeup. It's going to give you a few advantages of a nice velvety smooth finish. It's going to prepare the skin to make your foundation look more primed, more flawless, more beautiful. And they moisturise the skin. So if you do suffer from your dry skin, a primer is going to give you that moisturising before you're going to, say, cake on a few layers of foundation and powder. You know, a lot of slogans say it. I'm not too sure what brand it was from my pharmacy days. It is a crime to not prime. So there we go. So how am I going to do a comparison test? I've got brought an orange. So I've drawn a line down the orange, sort of sectioned it off into three. I'm going to pop the Younique Glorious Primer, the Napoleon primer and the Nivea primer on the orange and see how this works. I've got the inspiration to do this off of Google. Google had a whole load of unique pictures with the Younique Glorious Primer smoothing out the skin of an orange. So I'm going to see if that works. With a primer, you do not need a great deal. You only need a tiniest little bit. And what you would normally then do is pop that onto the skin. Usually like that said. So there is a bit of primer up there, but because the Glorious Younique Primer is a clear product, you probably can't see very well in the video of what I'm actually doing. So this would be something that you would almost need to do face to face at a fete or a house party or try at home yourself. The Napoleon Primer isn't as clear as the Younique Glorious Primer. So this one here is a bit more like a cream. So any of you girls that have got the Nivea or the Napoleon Primer, you would know the context and the texture, the smell, the fragrance. So that's just gone on there. So they're both basically on either side of the line, one against one another. And then down the bottom, let's try the Nivea. So Nivea is quite a good product and you can buy in most stores, and most people have heard of the brand Nivea. Nivea again is very similar to your Napoleon, so it's sort of like a clear sort of gel. So there we go, 3 primers on the skin of the orange. Don't know how they're going to go, but on Google the pictures looked unreal. I did try on a piece of paper the differences because I was worried that it may not have worked, and I've also got passion fruit for backup because of the passion. So on the piece of paper again, I've got the 3 primers. So you can see how well they've absorbed into the paper. Now, I did that about 10 minutes ago when I was getting ready to start this video. So the Napoleon has absorbed into the skin, but still there. The Younique probably has had the better result on the piece of paper. And the Nivea, not so great. It's quite thick, it's quite gluggy, and it's just sitting on the paper. It's not being absorbed, so that's going to be on your skin, not being absorbed. And if you're going to use a liquid foundation that maybe not necessarily is an oil-free foundation or a mineral foundation, you're going to be mixing that extra oil, so then come the end of the day, your skin might not be liking you as much. We've got Napoleon, so I'm going to try just the Napoleon up against the Glorious Younique Primer on the passion fruit. So hopefully you can see this being a darker skin. So there we have Napoleon, and I'll just squirt it into there, and we've got the Younique. So the Younique is a clear gel texture. If anything, my fingertips will be quite smooth today. So I don't know how the orange is going. So from the top of the orange, we've got, again, the Younique Glorious Primer. So that's actually been quite absorbed by the skin. It's not sitting on top of the skin of the orange in the indentations of the orange, it's almost gone. The Napoleon, you can see quite a white residue. So the orange is absorbing the Napoleon primer, but it is still sitting on top of the skin of the orange. That could be maybe the chamomile extract in there that's maybe doing that and giving it like a film. The Nivea is not doing too great at all, so that's sitting on top of the skin there as well. And it does feel quite oily and quite greasy to touch. So that's a comparison on the primers that are in my makeup drawer. So hopefully you've learned a little bit about primer, or now you're more aware of a primer, or you want to try this with your primers as well. Send me a message and hopefully I can try and get some images today up on the site, maybe with the better results because the lighting ain't too great in here with my videos. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and remember, it really is a crime to not prime. Bye!